Okay, let me break this down. So, the Alien franchise, which started as this gritty sci-fi horror story in 1979, has become a total roller coaster of studio drama, creative clashes, and now, silence. Ridley Scott, the godfather of this universe, just walked away from a sequel that was supposed to expand on Alien Romulus, a movie that made $350 million globally. That's not just shocking. It's borderline tragic. But wait, why does this matter? Because this isn't just about one movie. It's about how legacy, ego, and the machine of Hollywood collide. Let me explain. First off, Scott's refusal to let Fede Álvarez use David, the synthetic character played by Michael Fassbender, feels personal. Like really personal. David was Scott's baby, this twisted, Nietzsche-reading AI who stole the show in Prometheus and Covenant. Letting another director play with him probably feels like handing your kid over to a stranger. But here's the thing. Franchises aren't about individual ownership. They're about passing the torch. Marvel gets this. They let directors like James Gunn or Taika Waititi stamp their personality on existing characters. Scott's stubbornness here might be noble from an artistic standpoint, but it's killing momentum. And once momentum dies in Hollywood, you're toast. Then there's David Jonsson, the rising star of Romulus, who's now locked into playing the new Black Panther. Marvel's basically vacuuming up talent right now, and why wouldn't they? Jonsson's performance was one of the few fresh sparks in a franchise that's been recycling ideas since the 80s. But this isn't just about one actor. It's about how streaming-era franchises are cannibalizing each other. Disney owns both Alien and Marvel, right? So are they deliberately sidelining Alien to focus on the cash cow that is the MCU? It's possible. The numbers don't lie. Romulus was a hit, but Black Panther 3 is guaranteed to be a cultural event. In that calculus, Alien becomes expendable. And honestly, that's terrifying for fans of original sci-fi storytelling. What's fascinating to me is how this mirrors the death of the Blade Runner franchise. Scott made Blade Runner 2049 a reality, but then, nothing. No sequels, no spin-offs. Just a beautiful, lonely artifact. Is Alien heading the same way? A legacy preserved in amber, but never allowed to evolve? I'll admit, I'm conflicted. On one hand, I don't want these movies reduced to soulless reboots. On the other, the idea of a 9-part Alien saga feels like a wasted opportunity. Scott's 86 years old. At some point, you have to wonder, is this universe too big to die, or too cursed to thrive? Let me throw a theory out there. Maybe this is the best outcome. Without Scott's iron grip, maybe the Alien franchise could finally break free from its obsession with engineers, black goo, and existential dread. Maybe it's time to stop chasing the shadow of the original and ask, what's next? But that's easy for me to say. I'm not the one who built this universe. Still, if you're a fan, you have to ask yourself, do you want more Alien movies, or do you want good ones? Because right now, it feels like we can't have both.